What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to give you guys a little bit of news about NIO, Tesla, and also kind of give a market update, what's going on there. But before we hop into that, we ask you guys hit that sub button. It's the best way to support the channel. We're pushing for 2,000 subs by the end of March. So if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, hit that sub button. There's like 80% of you out there watching this. This is free content, but hit that sub button. Helps us support the channel. Also, link in the description for the Patreon. If you guys want to hop over to our private Discord that we got over there, you get access to our portfolio. You get access to the community that we have built over there. Well over 100 members. Everyone talks pre-market, morning. Everybody just talks about what they're doing, what's going on in life. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, link in the description for that. But without further ado, man, let's give it some razzle dazzle and let's hop into it. So first, let's start off talking about the market, kind of just give an overall market adjustment, talking there, and then we'll hop into NIO and Tesla. So let's start off with the market. Fantastic day today, man. Absolutely beautiful. As of right now, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but the Dow is up almost 1%. It's up about 0.89%. Nasdaq's up about 2.6%, and the S&P 500 is up about 1.3%, which is fantastic news. I think a lot of this is coming from the stimulus that they're passing. Grandpa Joe passing that. He's expected to sign that today, actually, which is a day earlier than expected, than the White House expected. So that's great news. Let us know in the comment section. What are you guys going to do with your stimmies? You guys going to invest it? You going to spend it on yourself? What are you going to do? I plan on putting a little bit in the market and finishing our basement, man. That's pretty much what I'm going to do with it. But let's go ahead and hop into NIO.
Yeah, and with the market too, yesterday with the bond yields and stuff, and all that stayed good, and inflation rates, they weren't worried about it, so it's obviously a help. But right. Yeah, so getting into NIO, they got a new analyst that's going to be covering them. I might be saying it wrong, but Mizuho, that's how I found to be able to say it. They initiated coverage on NIO, and they started out with a buy rating, which is good, and also a $60 price target, which is also good because right now we're sitting at 45. And we did get up to 60 before, so it's obviously doable. But yeah, hopefully here soon, next month or so, we can hit that 60 again. That'd be all right. The analyst said NIO is a leader and innovator in the premium automotive EV segment, because their cars are the premium level. Right. And they also said that the battery as a service model is a key thing that makes them stand out from all the others. As we've said before, we're definitely a fan of battery as a service. It's pretty awesome that you can just swap out your battery real quick, faster than even getting gas in your car these days. And as they release better batteries with higher range, you can take your old NIO from 2018 and put in the newer battery pack, and you get a higher range. So
it's like upgrading your car without upgrading your car, my guy.
Right. Exactly. That's huge. So an example of this is like the first NIO ES8 sedan that was delivered in 2018. They can get a ranging increase of more than 40% by upgrading to the bigger battery pack. Right now, it says it's the 100-degree pack, and so it's a solid state battery. And like we said, just being able to increase your range like that without having to buy a new car, because anytime you buy something and then a year later the next model comes out and it's like a heck of a lot better than what you just bought, and then if you want to stay up to date, you got to sell it, which you lose money, and then you got to buy another one. Well, this you just swap out that battery and you just got pretty much the upgraded model. Like that's awesome. And they are planning to release a 150-degree solid state battery pack at the Q4 of this year, so that is good as well because it's just higher range. And then you can take that old 2018 ES8 and swap in that 150 one and just get even more miles. Right. That's like I think that's crazy. Like I said, you don't have to sell your car to buy another one, which you lose out on. You lose money doing that just to stay up to date. That's pretty awesome.
I think it's the future. But if we go ahead and look at the stock for today, man, this thing is killing it. NIO is absolutely smashing. It's rattling. It's a darling. This thing is on fire today. Up 9.9% as of right now. We're pushing that $45 mark, which I honestly didn't think we'd see for a while, you know, with that huge pullback that we had in the last week or so. But just as fast as this market went down, this thing's going up. So if you guys got into that $30, $31 range, dude, you guys are making an absolute killing right now. But if you guys are not into NIO, again, this is not financial advice. We're just some guys on YouTube. Always consult your own financial advisor. It's all entertainment here. But if you guys are not into NIO, man, it's all about dollar cost averaging. It's almost like we're still below 50. This is still a great buy point. This is still a fantastic buy point if you're not into it yet. Just, you know, take whatever you have and divide it by 3 or 4, and then just dollar cost average in, you know, buy in and then wait a couple days, wait a week, wait 2 weeks, you know, give it some time, and then throw more money at it. If it dips, buy the dip, because you always want to buy the dip. If it keeps going up, you know, give it a couple days, wait for some pullback. Just dollar cost averaging. That's your best way to enter any stock, especially if you're not into it. A lot of people are like, oh, let's just throw all of our money at it, and that's a terrible idea, because if it goes down, then you're automatically down. If it goes up, then, I mean,
yeah, and that's when you start freaking out, because you threw, you know, 100% of your money that you wanted to throw into the stock at once, and then the next day, you know, like say you bought because you were getting FOMO because it was going up 10%. And then the next day there's a big sell-off, because that's usually what happens, and then you're down 5% the next day, and you freak out, and then you could possibly sell, which is just the worst thing you could do. But I mean, I've seen it plenty of times. So like today, I probably wouldn't buy it just because it's up so good. But
wait for a little bit of red day.
Yeah, wait till tomorrow. There could be some pullback. I mean, that's why you always dollar cost average in anyway. That's what I always do, because I mean, you could throw a little bit at it today, and then, you know, thinking tomorrow's going to be red, you know, you'll buy more tomorrow because you think it's going to be red. But I mean, it could go up another 8% tomorrow.
Right. You guys got to be smart about this. Be smart about this. This is the market. This is not a get rich quick scheme. It's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to gain 3 million% on one stock in one day. Not going to happen unless you're GameStop. Get that out of here. That's an outlier in this whole scenario. But it's a long-term hold. NIO's a long-term play. You guys got to realize that. That's what we're here for. You know, that's what we do. We do long-term stuff. That's what we do. Dollar cost average in is your best way to enter any stock. So I think, like you said, entering today would be a good time. Give it a couple days, give it a week, maybe on the next big red day, buy a little bit more, you know, buy the dip. I have faith in NIO, and that's why I'm heavy in them. So
yeah, I mean, it was clearly oversold. So then we got all the way up to mid 60s or so, you know, a month ago. So it's just going to go higher, and as they expand into Europe and Norway, and then eventually here, and they're doing all the right things to just blow up. So
exactly. Well, that's enough about NIO. Let's talk a little bit about Tesla here. So Tesla came out. There's a report today that they completed their Shanghai factory, their Gigafactory in Shanghai on March 9th. It was completed in 2 stages, with the first stage being completed in 2019, and that gave them a capacity of 150,000 vehicles for the year. But the second stage is going to be completed in 2 phases, Phase A and Phase B. Phase A started on February 1st, and it was the one that just completed. Now, with them completing this phase, it gave them a boost in their production of the Model 3, but Tesla did not come out with a number. They did not say how much it was going to boost their production, but you think that's got to be nothing but good for them, you know, expanding their factories. But Phase B is going to be the expansion of the completed pilot factory, and this will basically allow them to have 2 production lines in that factory. So double the amount of cars you can pump out.
You could really start cranking them out.
Right. Now, here's the real kicker. Here, chat. According to Tesla's 4th quarter earnings report, the company plans to boost production capacity at the Shanghai Gigafactory to 450,000 vehicles a year. Get on my level, Tesla. Get on it. Get on it, dude. Tell me they ain't killing it over there in China right now. Tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong, dude.
They be
18,000 vehicles in February. Tesla's on it, dude. Tesla is on it. But NIO's right on their heels. Don't get me wrong there. They're right there. But Tesla stock is doing just as good today. Not as good as NIO, but it's up 4%, man. Up 4%. Almost pushing that $700 mark, which is fantastic. This is what you want to see in Tesla. This is the same thing here. Tesla's a long-term hold. You know, they've got price targets of $1,200 or more. So that is easily doubling your money, a little under doubling your money right now Like,
Yep.
again, this is not a get rich quick scheme. These are long-term plays. Do not invest in Tesla if you do not believe in Tesla. It'll bite you in the rear with the gear. Trust me. They know. But yeah, you know, if buying back at that $500 point would have been fantastic if you did that. But you know, like we said about NIO, buy now, you know, buy a little bit now, split your payment up, you know, in a couple segments, dollar cost average in, and you know, another week or two, dollar cost average again on another red day. You know, buy the dips. That's the best way you're going to get into it, and that's how you know you're not going to get burnt. And again, these are long-term plays. When we were down, I was down like 20% in NIO. Was I panicking? No, I held that B. And now look where I'm at. Now look where we're at. Pretty much back to the point of making my money back, at least even. And I know I have faith in NIO, and I see this thing hitting easily, you know, Tesla and NIO easily hitting huge numbers by the end of the year. So 450,000 units, like that's crazy. That's crazy.
Just out of one factory.
Right. Yeah. That's not including any of the factories they got over in Germany. None of them. So, or the States. So yeah, I think these are going to be huge plays here, and if you guys are not into them, I highly recommend looking into them and dollar cost averaging in if you guys plan on getting into them. But again, always consult your own financial advisor, do your own research, because that's what we're not responsible for that. Nope, not today, not today, Satan. But that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, notification bell, all of that good stuff. Again, it helps us grow the channel, and that's the best way you can support the channel is hitting that sub button. We're trying to push 2,000 subs by the end of March. If you guys can make that happen, make it happen down low, down there. Again, link in the description for the Patreon if you guys want to join that Discord as well. That would be up to you guys. You know, again, great community over there, fantastic community. Everyone talks. You know, well over 100 members. So join that if you guys really want to. Got a couple dollar slots left. Get them now while they're available, man. Get them now while you can get in for $1, dude. Because eventually they're going to be gone. So if you want in, now's your chance. But again, wraps up this video, and we'll see you in the next one.